everyone, and welcome to the Arthur Murray Lifestyle Series. I'm Victoria Regan, the Global Ambassador for Arthur Murray International. I have titled this segment, From Russia with Love, because our franchisees are from Russia, and they bring so much love to everything and everyone in their lives. Please welcome Marina and Vasily Vlasov.
Hi, Victoria.
Hello,
How are
Victoria.
you?
How are you?
Thank you so much for this lovely introduction, and thank you so much for having us for this Arthur Murray lifestyle interview. Yes, we both were born in the same city, Kaliningrad in Russia, which enclave in between Poland and Lithuania. And from the first grade, we went to the same school. But we've met through dancing when I was 15 and Vasily was 17. I had a little bit some gymnastics and ballet experience prior to ballroom dancing, and Vasily came from a little bit different background.
Yes, I came to dancing from a big sport. I was an athlete in track and field. That time, our school had after classes dance program. I decided to join it and actually love it. Later on, our teacher introduced me to Marina, and I thought this was good match, and this is how it started. And we started to dance together, dating. In 5 years, we got married and had 2 kids.
Yes, and before that, when we graduated our high school, our parents said that dancing would not support our living. And we both went to the university and received our mechanical engineering degree.
During high school and university, we continued dancing.
Never stopped dancing.
Never stopped dancing. And competing. Traveling, and realize what dancing actually is our passion. And 1991, we decided to make our dancing our career and profession.
Well, we are so happy that you transitioned from mechanical engineering to a dance career. When and what made you decide to move to the USA?
Well, Victoria, in between 1991 and before we moved to the United States, we were doing actually really well in Russia. We had a very successful dance sports studio with almost 300 kids from the age 5 to 25. At that time, both of our sons, Misha and Vladimir, started dancing. We had an opportunity to travel to Europe, to a lot of competitions. We've met a lot of wonderful dancers, coaches, expanded our network. And by 2000, through that network, we received an invitation to come and work in the United States. And we thought that this will be a great opportunity for us and for our kids to have a better life and just to grow in dancing in this awesome country.
First 8 years, we've been working for Sarvat Kalbi Independent Studio. By the time we decided to open our studio, he introduced us to John Kimmins. And John was very supportive and encouraging, and advised us to go with Arthur Murray, because we had a choice to be independent or go with company.
The company. Mm-hmm.
And
we took his advice.
So we took his advice, and in 2008 we opened our Jacksonville Arthur Murray studio.
We have quite a few franchisees from other cultures, but what was it like for you living and working in the US, and how has that chosen path worked out for you and your family?
I think, Victoria, this path worked just great for us. And of course, we had some challenges when we just moved here. We had a language barrier. not so much in teaching dancing, but mostly in some other aspects of life. By the time we had a studio, we felt way more comfortable already with the language and with the communication. But we were very excited to study Arthur Murray's system with the all meticulously developed syllabus, with the training stuff, with the communication skills. And we've been just very excited to study this business part of our journey.
And our advantage, what we got in Arthur Murray, we start to dance again together all the way
Throughout
all these years. We had very
it was actually very
open-minded and enlightening experience for us.
Because of Arthur Murray, we had a absolutely spectacular life in the United States. It's probably more than we could ever imagine. Not only be able to dance together and also give back to so many others with all our previous experience and knowledges, yes. And it's basically to do everything what we love to do. Arthur Murray made of us like a dream come true.
You opened your second studio in St. Augustine. With 2 studios, how have you managed to maintain such a high dance level with that additional responsibility?
Yes, Victoria, in 2015, we opened our second location in St. Augustine, and actually both studios is completely different. St. Augustine is more social, smaller town, smaller community, different clientele and different lifestyle compared to Jacksonville. In Jacksonville social side, we have a lot of competitive students and participate, championship students.
And because of our passion to dancing, both of us, we still love teaching students, love coaching, training staff. And with all this help of our teachers, our son Misha working with us, he's a finalist of United States Open Professional Rhythm and runner-up in Arthur Murray Company in Open Rhythm. He is a big help for us. Even me, I'm still dancing with 2 competitive students, Marco Neyman and Dmitry Model. We doing a lot of Arthur Murray events along with the United States competitions. And our son Misha also dancing with a sister, Natasha Neyman, and other competitive students.
Also, we cannot forget about Queen Bamelje. She was dancing with Misha in America Got Talent, and we got Golden Buzzer. And this is what brought to us additional attention and higher level of competitive students.
No, yes, and that time our studio was really attract a lot of media, a lot of high-level students, and we were able with our professional staff, teamwork, of course, help of Misha, to maintain with all this. For all these reasons and circumstances, we were able to maintain high level in the both studios and run them with a success.
We have to mention our time in Blackpool. You represented Arthur Murray so beautifully. Was that your first time there, and what was your experience?
It was not our first time in the Blackpool. About 20 years ago, we've been there competing, but it was first time experience with Arthur Murray Dance Studio.
Yes, for me, the fascinating thing was when we arrived to Blackpool 20 years later to see everywhere Arthur Murray logo, and I felt so honored and proud to be part of this company and represent the Arthur Murray Company at this prestigious floor. We had 3 students competing at that time.
Yeah, and our students did very well. And I was proud because I did coaching well.
I've danced with Marco Neyman and Dmitry Model, and our son Misha had Natasha Neyman. And I guess our coach was very proud of us. He was observing all our dancing. We got great results. Our students still raving about this trip and all this excitement. And of course, we were honored to have an interview for GSI TV with you, Victoria. It was a very, very fascinating experience, and we love it. Hopefully, we'll go one day back to Blackpool.
Speaking of opportunities, Marina, how does it feel to be Area 3 dance director and a member of the International Dance Board? And Vasily, dancing was your strongest suit, but how do you feel about your roles as franchisee, trainer, and businessman?
Oh my gosh, Victoria, it was a great honor to be chosen by Kimberly Carroll to become Area 3 dance director. I love these responsibilities. I love training staff. I love to be part of organizing, choreographed some numbers for our Area 3 Flamingo Rama. All this experience with my responsibilities, I really, truly love it. And I do it out of all my heart. And lastly, being appointed as a member Arthur Murray International Dance Board pretty much gave us all this feelings, how much company appreciate and acknowledged our experience, our skills, our dancing level. It's just very honored and very exciting, but at the same time, very humble experience.
Answering your question, after 14 years being in the company, I consider myself the above trainer, dancer, coach, and the businessman. And I'm still staying as passionate as I was 4 years ago.
Running a studio always involves connecting to the community along with marketing strategies. Have you been able to develop some interesting events in your area?
Yes, in both locations, Victoria, we develop several events, what we always involved in the community.
In Jacksonville, we had dancing with stars with for Jewish community and lymphoma and leukemia society.
We've been part of charity
events.
Lately in St. Augustine, we built actually very strong bond, and we're doing every year charity event, also Dancing with the Stars for local kids art and music school. We do this on a annual base. We also participate in a local St. Augustine festival, which is always raising money to build community. We do open houses in both studios, and we're saying that this is the happiest place in town, whether it's Jacksonville or St. Augustine. And we're just promoting everywhere Arthur Murray lifestyle.
And finally, we have to talk about the incredible shape you are both in. For example, Marina, you are dancing with a 19-year-old and make it look flawless and easy. So I, and maybe our viewers, want to know the secret.
Thank you, Victoria, but it's not a secret. It's all about dancing and very healthy eating. And I think Vasily, who is in charge of all our food arrangement, and we do a lot of juicing, we eat a lot of organic. We rarely eat outside, mostly it's home food. And he's my chef.
Yeah, we're trying to eat healthy every day. And we're using intermittent fasting, which means like sometimes day or 3 days in a week, we're doing just juicing and water.
It's very helpful. Yeah, this is what keeps us in shape and gives us energy, keep going. And Vasily is in charge of everything, and we call him sometimes, he's our champion's assistant.
Marina and Vasily, I always love our conversations, but especially this one because it will be shared with our Arthur Murray family. Thank you both so much, and I can't wait to see you at the next event. Bye.
Oh, thank you, Victoria. We enjoyed it so much, this interview. Very grateful for this, for the opportunity to share our life. And we're very grateful to leadership of Arthur Murray International, to all our Arthur Murray family.
And special thanks to John Kimmins, who gave us a start to become a successful franchisee.
Thank you, John. And to all our friends from Russia with love.
And to all of you watching and supporting, a huge thank you.